Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. The sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. Behelit, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes.
Hello and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the streamer Hufflepuff Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I put all of the people my players love in danger. I'm Andrew Gilbert, he, him, and tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, but I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hold on. Technically, what you said there is where you put all of the people your players love in jeopardy, not the characters. So,
It's true.
Yeah, what are you doing to my actual real-life children, Andy?
Do you know where Eric is right now, Rachel?
Yeah, I
In my
can
basement.
hear him upstairs with
No,
the
he's in my basement.
Oh.
Are you sure it's Eric, Rachel?
Dun
I've
dun
replaced him with a
dun!
puppet.
It's actually Slender Man.
anyway, I'm Galway, pronouns he, him, or they, them, and I play Caller in Charity of the Family, whose pronouns are he, him.
Adam playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Camp.
Hi, everybody. Adam here. I use the pronouns they, them, or he, him, and I am excited to be playing Burbage Kemp, who uses he, him pronouns.
Lena playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, I'm Lena, and my pronouns are she, her, and Stormbringer's pronouns are also she, her.
Rachel playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
My name is Rachel. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Clementine.
Darcy playing the Tiefling Cleric.
Hooker. My name is Hooker. No.
Hakar
my name
is a pirate
H
now.
to the A to the K to the A to the R to the I. Hakaralicious. Yeah. Darcy, play Hikari. Darcy's pronouns are they, them. Hikari's are she, hers. Deal with it, people.
And maybe a surprise guest that we'll recognize later. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. All right, friends.
Or maybe we'll get to them in 7 episodes.
Or maybe. We only have like 3 or 4 episodes left.
He's
Oh,
told
yeah.
me that for the last 10 months.
Right.
And
yeah.
Rachel, our guest star for the next few episodes.
Wouldn't it be great if I killed you like the episode before?
I've been here over 5 years now.
Yeah.
No
And
way, seriously?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
It was like
fall
2022?
2020.
No.
It was
Wow.
fall 2020. No joke. Where I was like, Rachel's gonna be on for a couple episodes.
Jesus.
That's why I don't believe him when he keeps saying 2 to 3
Yeah.
episodes every month. Oh, we only have 2 to 3 more to go. Oh, we have 2 to 3 more to go.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for years.
You keep saying that, but I've said like 10 like episodes like in August. I don't know.
He said it for 50 years, people.
50.
This is an infinite time loop, and we're all stuck.
It is Andy's birthday today, and he did turn 75, so I would
He
believe it.
did.
Happy
44,
birthday,
but-
Andy.
Thank you. Also, Rachel's going to continue playing a different character in a different campaign, along with Galway and Lena and Sam and Kurt. And I think that's everyone. Yeah, and me as the DM for the next like kind of 1 to 20th level campaign.
But there's going to be some guest stars, right?
Guest stars along the way.
Like me.
Yep, maybe a Darcy pops in.
No.
Maybe-
Darcy will pop in because Darcy has the best character.
That's a good character.
Ooh, exciting.
Maybe
exciting.
maybe we'll see an Adam here and there. Maybe we'll see a Debbie here and there. And Elise. I mean, we've got a lot of really talented friends. So, but
And
yeah,
by here and there, he means 5 years.
yeah, maybe. And also this again, we're coming to the end of this campaign. Go back and listen through Goats and Dragons, the Fates of Ryn. And when you're doing that, tell us in the Discord what you're listening to. And we absolutely love it when people tell us like where they are in the listen through and stuff. And to join the Discord, you can type in the chat !Discord, and that gets you a link to our Discord page. You can also type !Ko-Fi or KO-FI. And that allows you to donate a little bit of money straight to us, which just helps us keep all the storytelling going. !Merch, if you want to get some Helpful Goat gear from several of our different campaigns. And !Donate. What charity are we focusing on this month?
Right now, we are highlighting the Colorado Immigrant Rights Coalition. As always, we encourage you, if you have the time, the energy, the resources, check them out. And especially if you have those things, check out other organizations in your local area who might be doing some of the same work.
Indubitably. Well, friends, I think we're about ready to jump into tonight's episode of the Fates of Ryn. Ooh, doggy. Dawn Protector races between the horses and the men and women the people that she just leads into battle. They are a fearsome force of Goliaths. They are taking down most threats that come their way, and still, these things just keep coming. Everything is on fire. Everything is being choked in smoke. It feels never ending to her. She sees the Goliaths around her start to waver, start to lose morale. She grasps the hand of Snow Bear, an older Goliath who probably will lose the leg. And she moves on. She bandages what she can. She keeps morale up as long as she can. But the horses are moving slower. The Goliaths are slowing down. And there just is only fire all around them. Direction is meaningless almost in this moment. There is only toward danger. She hops back up on her horse and grasps that javelin tight in her fist and gives a heavy sigh, but knows she just has to keep going. And it's at that moment, boom, a temple appears in the sky far above. And that's all it took. A small smile creeps across her face. She feels it. She knows who's come. She knows the battle's about to turn, and she gives a fierce war cry to the rest of the Goliaths. Looking up into the sky at the temple, hope once again. They all cheer and charge straight at the fire elementals, beginning to surround them. How long can this hope last? I think we're gonna find out. For the family, upon popping into the skies above Clifmil, you all immediately had to fight Shenik, this scion of Bathlit, a great champion of a god.
What's a scion? Do you mean like
Like a
Scion?
Yeah, they're like a great
What does it
champion of
mean?
a god.
Huh, I've never heard that. I think you made that up.
I don't know. It sounds right though. The battle is quick, fierce, but you are essentially gods yourselves, right? With some amazing calling upon the god Eris to break down some of Shenik's defenses. Eventually, that tiger fell in a flying battle outside of a floating temple. Several of you now are racing to the different crystals holding this temple aloft as some of the summons of imps that Shenik had called upon have scurried into the temple. Burbage Kemp, you come to such a room in which a poor guard has just fallen unconscious in the poisonous cloud created by one of these impish creatures. But you are here. And you're fucking Burbage Kemp. Go ahead and just describe to me the scene. How do you dispatch this thing and save the crystal?
Is it like making a beeline for the crystal?
Yeah.
Burbage would certainly draw Bright Fang, and I don't know how close Burbage ended up being next to the crystal, or how close he was to the crystal when he kind of went up to the guard. But whatever he's got to do, he'll shimmy around, he'll block the path, and basically just trying to like use Bright Fang to slice off this imp's, I don't know, has it got a head?
Does have a head.
And he would cry out as he's doing it. This is for that guy. I didn't get his name because you killed him before he could say it. Generic NPC guard.
And with that, a flash of white light, the imp's head topples to the ground. The poison, though hurting you a little bit here, coughing and wheezing just a little bit, you are undamaged from this. You're a stout halfling. You are a hard thing to kill, Burbage Kemp. But you saved the crystal. Hikari, you have made it to one of the other rooms as Charity and Stormbringer are just coming into the temple itself from the finishing the fight out there. Hikari, you've made it to one of these other rooms. You see a couple of these impish creatures over by the crystal, starting to like maybe try to pull it out of its moorings. And again, tell me a story. Paint me a picture. How do you save this crystal, Hikari?
Uh,
Yeah.
hold on. I can't talk and go to my sheet at the same time. So bear with me, folks.
While you're looking at that, Clem and Wren have fortified the sort of main crystal, the one used to steer. Wren is feverishly trying to get the temple to land quickly, but also safely at the same time.
Yes.
And
And
it's
there's a resilient sphere
a
around.
resilient sphere around it,
Yeah.
and the crystal. Yeah, it's well guarded. There is one crystal that is not yet spoken for.
Could I? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, since I put the sphere around this one and Wren is there, could I try and seek out the final crystal, or is there not
Please
enough
do.
time?
Yeah, you start running. Yeah, down.
I am also hasted, so I can.
Are you now?
Yeah, because I used the thing. So I can action dash and dash again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can move 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, my movement's 25 feet, so that's 75 feet towards,
Yeah.
Because I can also talk to, party chat to find out where they went to know to go to the last one.
Indeed.
So that's what I would do.
You are booking it fast. A gnome that never runs so fast. You are moving down these halls.
It's really loud, just clattering of pots and pans and jars.
Getting your whole huge backpack on the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hikari,
Yeah.
what would you like to do to save this crystal?
There are 2 of
Two
these
little,
imps?
impy things.
Okay. I'll take out my divine feed blade and just give myself a little cut. Rub the blood on it, and I will attack just the one closest to me or probably to the crystal.
Yeah. Your fiendish blade, this black crystal-like blade that seems to grow and shrink, useful in whatever you need specifically. Cutting, feeding it a bit of your blood as you were used to. You kind of look at your arm, all the different cuts that you've had over the years with this blade show up as scars, but it doesn't really hurt anymore. And as the blade grows large and you rush in, you start slashing and hacking at these things. Just poisonous air goes off, but it's not going to bother you that much. You've saved the second crystal.
Oh, wait, I didn't even roll or anything. Are these
Correct.
things just so weak that...
Is going to waste our time to roll.
Oh, okay, got it. That's fine with me. Okay, so I kill both of them. Yay!
Since you complained, to give me a roll, though, just to see how good you did.
Fuck you. I wasn't complaining. I just was confused.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a roll. And then Clem.
No. Just kidding.
No. You were running down the hall and you're like, this sucks. Stop. You make it to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Throw open the door. These things, there's only one of them, and it's pulling out the crystal from its moorings, holding this giant thing together and aloft. How would you like to dispatch this?
Do I feel like if I attack it that it would hurt the crystal too, or like it's picked up the crystal enough that if I attack it and it dies, it would like drop it and shatter, or?
You don't think so? Yeah, you don't think it'll shatter. You've hastily made it here as quick as possible. That
Okay, so if I attack it, I should be fine.
yeah, this will say this
Or it,
saves
yeah, okay.
it.
Well then, I forgot. I'm strong as fuck now. So, I'm gonna try to just hit him with my quarterstaff.
Nice.
I have a plus 13 to attack.
Your small little body, giant backpack, as you do a couple flips in the air, comes straight down on this creature with a quarterstaff. You hear a crack, and then as he kind of stands up, his head is misshapen. You have destroyed whatever brain is inside of this thing, and it falls limply
Nice.
to the floor.
Can I collect anything from it? I know we're like going quickly narrative, but is
You're
there anything interesting that I would like to add to a jar?
A level 20 guts collector, you tell me what you find on this thing.
What is it again exactly? Like it's a
It's a fiendish creature. It's a type, kind of an imp.
does it have weird blood?
Does have weird blood.
What
Yeah.
color is it?
It's got a purple blood.
Okay, I'm gonna have a bottle of purple imp blood then.
Okay.
Thank you.
You start to gather together, then catching your breath, and you realize it's been a long day. It seems like forever since you were able to sit down for breakfast that Hikari had prepared and made your way to the temple, and yeah, everything seems to be going fast. Too fast. You're now in the skies above Clifmil, and as all of you begin to look down on this space, you see some troubling things.
Okay, you had me roll, and I got a 24 or 25.
Good.
I'm just saying, you didn't even mention it.
Good at 24.
So I'd like to point that out.
You needed 23, otherwise you'd die. So 24
No,
is
against the imp.
So this is what you see as the temple is lowering to the ground. You're looking out from your vantage point. You're so exhausted already, and there is so much more to do. You notice a few things. First, there's an army of fire elementals that seems to have entirely encapsulated the countryside around Clifmil. You see a large portion of them are moving to try to intercept the people fleeing from Clifmil, just straight north along a road. It's about a 3 or 4 minute run, but so it's only like a couple hundred yards north of Clifmil is the Citadel of Bovalia, a structure that several of you have seen in person in the city of Bovalia, hundreds of miles away from this. It seems like it's a bit of a last bastion of safety, and a halfling guard is kind of the only thing really keeping those individuals safe from the fire elementals as they retreat from the town of Clifmil to that area. You would imagine this is the guard from Diefield, and Theodric is probably in there. You also notice on the western flank, Goliaths charging into fire elementals. But the way that they're moving, they're just going to be entirely surrounded. It doesn't look good for them. They're gonna stall this army as much as they can, but it's starting to look like a sacrifice that they're making for the good of the people. You notice ships in the bay. You see the sails of the Blue Joke. You see the Leafy Twirl. The Lomina's ship in the bay with her leafy sails. And you see the ship of Crotch the Sticky, a friend of yours as well. The the bay is bubbling though and boiling. It is it's hard to tell, but you see fires that have already broken out on the Blue Joke, and for a moment you see what seem to be giant wooden legs of Lomina's ship begin to crawl onto land, trying to get away from what this is. But Crotch the Sticky seems in the midst of whatever's going on there. The northeast wall is about to fall. There are several catapults and what look to be arcane cannons lining up to send a volley into the town itself. You hear a roar and a giant shadow in the clouds above. Some great beast is flying around there. This may be the dragon that you've heard some rumors about with the Fire Army. You also have to deal with the people of the Temple of Ryn. There are some soldiers in here, but there's also a lot of civilians from Federo. In the midst of all this chaos, you're wondering where Calorin is. It seems like he's hell bent on trying to start this Avatarana process with Bahamut. You do see the words "Forever Blue, Endless Gold" glowing above the citadel of Bovalia, and it gives heart to see the flying Pegasi in the sky from that army, the riders that are doing their best to hold off an assault of fire giants. My friends, given all these things, everything happening simultaneously, you can't help everyone. But if you're lucky, maybe really good, you can help a few of these people and turn the tide of this battle. But it's so much. You know that you can't help everyone, that people are going to die. And Charity especially, you're kind of shaking your head and you're feeling that panic come on again. You're feeling that now familiar sense of unconsciousness creeping in. And I think at this moment you hear a voice and a tap on your shoulder. And you turn around. And if we could have Sam join us then for this moment.
Andy, are we just hand waving that at the end of last session I was flying through the air and gonna crash into the ice spire? Like we're just gonna
You were being
Clue
caught.
got me.
You were being caught by
Who
it.
caught you? Yeah.
Okay.
I felt like that was handled. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I was
I guess you were still free falling technically, but Clue
Yeah.
caught you and brought you back up with him.
Okay, cool. That like Charity isn't like flying outside right now like he was at the end of the fight
Yeah.
because I don't know how else. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
You all kind of coalesced once again together, looking down and starting to plan your next moves.
I'm so sorry. I have one quick question
Yeah.
for Sam Kimson. So, like, the great beast somewhere in the clouds, we think is a dragon that is known to be with the fire army. So I'm assuming it's a red dragon that's immune to fire.
Maybe.
Great. Thanks. You always make all this stuff immune to fire and radiant damage, which is like what I do.
Fire is the most resistible thing.
Well, then you should have told me that like 10 years when I made this character. Okay, that answered my question. Thank you. Sorry, Sam.
Charity, you sort of turn around and you're floating weightless in blackness, stars all around you. And it takes a moment, but forming then a shape in front of you, this thing that tapped you is your brother Ire. Healthy looking, not like the last time you saw him. He's not been starved in a dungeon, he's not been tortured. He looks good, rested even.
Ren, it's good to see you.
See you. I'm sorry.
So why? It's all right. You don't have to carry any burdens like that here. This is a place of peace and tranquility and rest. It's fine. I'm fine. Why are you here?
Charity looks like Charity didn't quite register the question. Charity will like clasp the side of Ire's shoulder. I'm glad that this place is that for you. Glad that you found this.
The choice to stay here, it was mine. And I'll kind of grab your hand on my shoulder. And I would make it again. When I was alive, rage, fear, jealousy, desperation, all those things, they're so distant to me now in this place. But those were the forces that drove me. And they also, I think in many ways, they are also what kind of drove me to the edge. And I see that that's how our father and I were alike. We were clinging to something at all costs. But now so much time has passed, and those urges just they've washed away, and there's a peace, and I don't know, I guess there's probably better fates out there. There's probably worse fates, but I don't know. This feels like I've lucked out. But what again? Why are you here? You don't take me as I don't take you as the Leviathan type.
Don't know. I felt a tap on my shoulder. I assume that was you.
Well, of course. Of course I want to see you. But something tells me that you're still onto something. Still got more that needs to be done. You don't actually look like you're finished, are you? You haven't spoken to the Leviathan, have you?
No.
Hmm.
Well, I believe once, briefly, after I found your body, and I checked, and part of me knew that you had chosen an end that went beyond what my magics could revive. And so I'm glad to hear that I was right, and I'm glad to hear that it was this, something peaceful. But
I'm
a great beast did speak to me then. I asked it to pass on a message to you, and I tried to ascertain that you were okay. It said it would honor your compact with me.
yes. Good.
Not entirely sure what that was, but it's been a busy. Also, you say that, all over this time, all these things have washed away. It's been like 12 hours. It's been a really long, long 12 hours, brother.
For me, it's actually been, it seems, ages. Centuries. I don't know. But I'm sorry that you found me the way that you did. I do have to ask. Do you know, is Orisa safe? There's certain things that I would have
Yes.
loved to have done in my time, but
We killed Yizik and banished the voice of Behelit again. We freed Roburn and Orisa. Seized control of the temple. The priests of Ryn are dead, at least those of Yizik's faction.
I knew you could do it, brother. I knew you could do it. You know, that night before all went to shit, when we were sat looking out over through the window, looking over Videro, before Father came knocking. I think for a moment I was able to really glimpse the life that we'd lost. And it didn't fill me with sadness. It gave me hope. And I think you need to take this hope. And I think it will help. And Ren, please don't take this the wrong way, but you look awfully tired. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of take my other hand and kind of rest it sort of on your forehead between your horns and offer you a blessing. And I think we can kind of scene transition here, Andy, as everything fades to white.
Thank you very much, Sam. You feel your brother removing himself, though you can still kind of feel his hand on you, just comforting. You even kind of move your hand to place it on it there. You wake up. You kind of expect at first for everyone to be looking at you, to be staring at you. You have one of these episodes, and everyone kind of almost has a hand to their head as well around you, feeling this comforting gesture that a parent might show to a child when they need to be comforted. They just need a touch. They need someone to feel close to. When you wake up, everyone around you has gained the benefits of a long rest.
Oh
Ooh,
shit.
that's huge. That is huge.
You feel for a moment rested. You feel for a moment reinvigorated, all of you. There's a fighting spirit that grows deeper in you. An anger that starts to replace exhaustion, tiredness. An anger focused on Behelit, of course, but in lieu of being able to punch a god right now, you feel really good punching some fire elementals, some fire giants, a fucking red dragon in the sky. And at this point, I'd like to ask each of you, where would you like to go to try to turn the tide of battle?
You just said red dragon in the sky.
One item before we do that,
Yes.
I think, is Charity sort of drops his hand. Shows. That's why I fight. Behelit will erase that choice. And now I say, we can see what's in front of us. We can see this battle. And in this moment, I will not, Burbage, be bossy. Go, my family. Go with my blessing. Choose your targets. And let us show gods what mortals can do. And I am going to cast Family's Flame, which you had said people can sort of expend resources if that can be a slight buff sort of to everyone.
Sure, yeah. Wonderful. And that can affect everyone? All 5? Are you included in that?
No, I'm never included in that.
Yeah.
Can we say I upcast it to get it to the extra person? Technically, it targets 3.
Sure. Yeah.
We never designed it with an upcast, but I had just gotten to level 7 spells when we designed it.
Let's do it. Each of you.
Sorry, really quick.
Yeah.
Since I just got to level 20, do I get any more spell slots?
It's in your character sheet.
Ninth level 1.
I think you get a 6th level spell slot.
So what do we get from the family flame again?
You
go away, remind us.
I opened the wrong spell. Opened Demiplane. I was like, none of that seems right. You have a flying speed equal to your walking speed, true sight to 60, advantage on charisma saving throws, and whenever you hit something with a weapon, you do 2d6 damage. 2d6 radiant damage in addition.
Gullick, can you paste that into chat so I can paste it into my notes? Thank you.
Sweet.
All right, friends. Where do you go? How about everyone tell me what you would like, where you'd like to go first, and then I'll kind of assign order here to deal with. Adam, where are you thinking?
So I guess were we Did we like reconvene somewhere like after the crystal stuff? Like
Yeah, I think
where
we're
are
sort of at like the big gap where we can now look out over
we?
the
We're out
city.
there together.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I could cast the spell as well.
Okay, gotcha. Burbage would look at Charity, give him a wry little smirk at the bossy line, and a firm nod, and he will. Are we still like up in the air?
Yeah. But you all do have wings now, I believe,
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's cool.
We have wings.
from families.
We're
Oh, because of the flying thing. Yep. Got it.
Nice. After his smile and his nod, Burbage will much stylistically the same as he once jumped off of Lomina into the water very casually. He will just jump very simply off of the ledge of the building and dive soaring through the air, and he's headed for the halflings that are being surrounded by fire elementals. Burbage is here to help. He is the defender of Diefield, after all. Burbage Kemp, DOD.
Excellent. And where is Stormbringer going?
I'm gonna go to the Goliaths.
Indeed. How about Clem?
So I have a question about what we
Yes.
talked about before, which is that, you're not going to let children die, but Clem's first and foremost, would be to
Traumatizing
make
is
sure.
definitely not killing, sure.
Right, but so my thing would be Clem is the one that caused the Temple of Ryn to come here to this horrible thing that's happening, including bringing all of those children and all of those other people, elderly, whatever. So I feel like her first instinct would be to try and get those people to safety. Would that be my
Okay.
singular action, or?
Yeah, that would be where you went to go help.
Okay.
And try to kind of rally up maybe the soldiers there to help fight.
Well, that was going to be Charity's thing, I thought.
We'll ask Charity. Charity, what are you thinking? Yeah.
I mean,
because I don't want to waste my turn. Because here's the thing: is like Rachel knows that you're not going to do things to those people, but
People.
narratively to the
Or
children
kids.
and yes,
Kids
right.
specifically. Yeah,
Okay.
we're not going to kill the kids.
I think, Andy, I think we're supposed to count children as people, just as an FYI.
A lot of people will die in there if no one does anything.
Okay.
Charity
yeah,
would.
So
If I see you looking to try to make this a little more roleplay than just the mechanic of it, everything okay?
Yep, baby just crawled down here all of a sudden. So hi, yes. Hey, Ivy. I didn't mean to interrupt. There was just
No, you're good.
suddenly a baby, and I was like,
There's a baby.
yes.
I think Charity could see you sort of looking to that. You go, I can try to rally the people here, protect the ones who can't fight, and get the ones who can out doing some good.
Okay, so Clem, I feel like you're probably better at that than I am. I feel really responsible for all the people here since it's my works that brought them here, so please make sure they're okay as can be. Okay, then Clem will choose something else. Okay, so Burbage is doing Halfling. Stormbringer's doing Goliath.
Hikari, where would you like to go?
Is there anywhere that I can fight or help where any of my spells are gonna work that aren't just healing, like any attack spells.
Yes, one of those 10. Pick a 10, one of those 10, and you'll help, certainly. There's lots of things you can do.
Okay.
The 10th one looks good to me for you if you wanted to, or I don't mean to choose for you, but if you're asking for
No, it's like they're being surrounded by fire elementals. So
oh,
how
but
am I gonna
you have a
help with
lot of
that?
fire
Like,
shit. I
you
see.
get what I'm saying? Everything's like fire shit. So
So again, this is like narrative based, not necessarily like spell specific combat.
okay,
There's also a group of townsfolk attempting to make their way to the Citadel, but wizards are descending on them. That you could
yeah,
probably help with both stuff, but you
I
could do whatever the
really
fuck
want
you
to
want.
go fight the dragon in the clouds.
Do it.
So if it's narrative and not necessarily
Yeah. Like
okay, because I'm just like everything is surrounded by fire elementals. They're the fire army, or like, so how am I supposed to help?
You'll get there. You'll figure it out.
yeah.
I'll do number 6, a great beast somewhere in the clouds.
Okay.
And Andy, I will do, since I'm trusting Charity to take care of the people here, I feel like I will be most useful. The northeast wall about to fall to catapults. Oh, and catapults lining up to shoot into the town. I feel
Yep.
like I will be most helpful in terms of like engineering and shit.
Dope. Wonderful. In that case, as each of you alights, the Temple of Ryn looks like it's now going to land pretty softly on the ground. But you're still, 50, 60 feet up. You scatter into the air, each of you flying to different parts of this chaotic battlefield.
How are we flying?
You have wings from Charity's spell.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And where did Clue want to go, maybe?
Clue is probably going to stick with me for right now, because you'll see how I'm trying to split this with my resource spends.
Yeah, you're good. In that case, let's start with Hikari. Hikari, as your friends fly downward to the battlefield, you fly upward. And there's a moment as you fly high and pass into the clouds that the density of this space kind of muffles all of the yells and screams and clanging of battle below, and you start to, everything kind of goes quiet. And as you breach the clouds above, you're met with a gigantic roar from several dragons.
Oh, fuck you.
A black dragon, ancient, horrible, descends through the clouds toward the battlefield. But your eyes are locked on Pelatoth, the white dragon, who's currently circling and fighting Ragnar, the red dragon.
It says a great beast somewhere in the clouds,
Well,
not
it's-
beasts.
Yep, there's
Oh,
lots
at
of
least
bad
Pelatoth
things.
is there. Okay.
But Pelatoth is here to help. All right, so mechanics of how this works. I need you to pick three different attributes. So like strength, wisdom, dex, or whatever. You're going to roll those with proficiency. And then we're going to kind of narrate sort of what happens. If you can get 3 successes, that's awesome. A lot of good things will happen. If you can at least get 1, then like you're preventing main characters from dying at least, but bad things are still going to happen. And you can negotiate down the DC by giving me hit points, by negotiating spell slots, that sort of thing. So
Wait, I can negotiate DC?
Down the difficulty. Yeah. So the DC is 30 for each of these. Would you like to negotiate down, or do you think you have an attribute that can roll a 30 with your proficiency?
I have no idea.
So pick a
So
attribute.
I could give you hit points? Like how
You
many?
could, whatever you want, and that'll
One
lower,
hit point.
Not going to lower the DC much,
Okay,
just one.
then you need to tell me what is the minimum.
Let's negotiate. If you give me 50 hit points,
No,
I'll lower it by 2.
no.
Okay.
By 2 from 30? That's fair.
Well, you can add more things to it.
Okay, what else can I add? I'm sorry, I'm getting confused.
Spell slots, any of your one-a-day abilities, any of your...
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
One a day. Hold on. Hold on.
channel divinities.
Okay, yeah, I'll do a channel divinity.
That'll lower it by 2 more.
But I'm not lowering it by 50 hit points.
Okay.
That's like a third of my hit points.
I'm not saying you have to.
So channel divinity, that lowers it by 2 points to 28.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
You have spell slots.
Spell slots. Okay,
You have
hold
your-
on.
You have your steed thing that's...
My steed things. You mean like conjure animal? No. What even is that? The
Your chaotic steed, your ability to summon a steed to fight with you. You have your bear form.
okay, bear form. How much is that?
Bear form will lower it by 3.
Okay, now I'm done. So it's lowered by 5 now to 25.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. What attribute are you using to roll?
Wisdom.
Okay. That wisdom roll was a 26.
Ooh.
Very good. You needed the 25. Hakari, you fly so fast, just a beam of light through the air. Your ability to immediately get in range of these 2 massive dragons circling each other, shooting ice and fire at one another. You get up to Pelatoth. You're able to notice a couple chinks in the red dragon's armor already. Several of its scales on its right side have fallen off. You let Pelatoth know that would be an excellent place to attack. As you start to fly, Ragnar snaps at you. Its gigantic jaws nearly taking your arm off. You feel the heat from its breath, but it was distracted by you just long enough for Pelatoth to get in there, clamp onto the side of this massive red dragon, and shoot his breath weapon straight into those scales that have frozen it. And your fiendish weapon at your hand grows 3-4 sizes larger, and you fly straight to that frozen element of the red dragon, slashing up with your gigantic sword. Sing! Chunks of it and this fiery blood spray into the air. That is 1 success.
Woohoo!
Give me another negotiation here with another
Jesus Christ.
of your attributes.
How many channel divinities do I have?
Good question.
I'm sorry. I tried to look at all my sheet and I just did so much information.
Level 20. It's pretty crazy.
Don't I have a couple a day?
Channel divinity. Yeah. Three times. You have 3 channel divinities.
Okay, I'll do a channel divinity, and then what else did I do last time? Like what made it 25 instead of 30?
I think it was it your steed?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 3 of those as well.
3 of what?
Uses of the steeds.
Okay, so I'll do that.
Okay, down to 25.
Okay, is there anything else I can do besides hit 50 bazillion hit points?
Right. So hit points, your spells slots.
Okay, spell slots. I'm gonna do a spell
Your-
slot. Hold on. How much does a spell slot count for? Does it matter? Like,
It matters on the level of spell. Yeah.
okay. Sorry, this is just so different than how we play usually that I'm just like,
Mhm.
okay. I will.
So essentially, like half as many spell slot like numbers you give me, it'll go down.
If I give you like from level 4, it would go down 2?
2.
Okay.
And you can do several number of these.
Okay, I will give you a level 4.
Okay. Down to 23.
Okay. And 1 level. Well, if I give you level 5, will it be down to like 2.5? Or would you round or
It'll be 2.
it'll be 2. So that would be down to 21.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a level 5.
Okay. So now it's down to 21.
Okay,
Do
and I'm gonna
you-
use my. Oh, what?
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I'm done.
All right. What
So-
attribute are you thinking of?
Wisdom.
You got to do 3 different ones.
No.
So a wisdom you've already used.
Hold on, I gotta open my sheet again.
Strength and charisma are also your best.
Yes, I know. I guess I'll use charisma.
Okay. You can, yeah. A 19 is not quite enough. You do have inspiration.
Okay, I'll roll. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out if I should roll it again or give you another spell slot. I'll do another spell slot, I guess.
Okay. After you roll, we can bring it down again, but it's going to cost more.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, so never mind.
No, you're good.
So I have to roll what now? Because I only have.
If you do an inspiration, yeah, charisma, you can re-roll this.
Okay.
And you got to hit a 21. Oof, 15 does not do it.
So I just got rid of all that shit for nothing.
The red dragon, wounded, bleeding heavily from its right side, dips down into the clouds, begins to hide. You see Pelatoth kind of look around, sort of flapping, hovering in the air. He kind of scoops you up a little bit, and together you descend into the clouds. At this, though, you see Ragnar sweeping through the battlefield on the ground, igniting a trail of fire, creating a giant wall of fire that you notice the flame elementals can use to teleport to different sides now of the battlefield as long as it's connected to that fire. And that's going to start to tip the battle in certain directions.
Yeah, I get it. I fucked up.
You're good. Would you like to do one more? Or please do one more.
Please do one more.
Indeed.
Okay, so what is it down now to?
30 again.
Hey, everyone give me a second. I'm getting pissed. Okay, I keep forgetting. I'll give another channel divinity,
Okay.
another animal or whatever
Yep.
steed.
That's all of those two. That'll be down to 25. If you give me a death saving throw, a failure, I'll drop it to 20.
Okay, how do I give you a death saving throw?
Just mark a failure on your death saves. That goes down to 20.
Okay, and then I'll do a spell slot.
What spell slot?
Give me a second.
You're good.
I'll give another 4, level 4. So that'll take me down to 18, right?
It's down to 18. Yeah.
Okay, and I'll use strength because that's
Okay.
the last thing I have.
With an 18 exactly.
Does that hit?
Hikari, flying down through the clouds now with Pelatoth, you are both triangulating this position. Pelatoth asks you, "Get in my mouth."
Okay.
You start to climb in, and then you feel a cold behind you in his mouth. He shoots you out of his mouth with his breath weapon, a line of ice. You are flying through the air. There are sonic booms happening as you are breaking the speed of sound, and you slam into Ragnar, this red dragon, uh, shoving him further into the ground as he's making a pass over the battlefield. You now force him to crash land on the ground. Uh, you heard the gigantic snap of a bone within this red dragon as he landed from the force of you. And Akari, paint me a picture.
Well,
How do you kill Ragnar the Red Dragon that only the King of Bovalia has ever fought to a standstill before?
I'm gonna take out my sword and drive it through his head. Can I do that?
Of course. Yeah, you see this thing nearly unconscious.
Or can I chop off his head?
Yeah, this is
Okay,
you.
I'll chop off his head.
You're a fucking level 20 champion of a god. You describe to me what you think is going on.
I take my sword and I stand right there, and then anyone who's watched Stranger Things, it's like the ending where uh Joyce is chopping off the head
Yeah.
of the enemy. So it's like 15 strikes. I'm just chopping.
You slice into its neck, and it roars at you. I can't believe it. No. Chop. And with every chop, your sword, tasting the blood of this red dragon, grows. And it grows. And it grows until people across the battlefield see your blade swing through the air and come down, chopping clean off the head of this red dragon. Soot and fire all around you. You're exhausted, Akari. But everyone has now seen the general of the Red fire army has now been slain.
What about the
Hell
black
yeah.
dragon?
What about what?
Wasn't there a black dragon too?
There was. That's someone else's problem.
Oh no! I just was asking. There was a black dragon, right?
A
I heard
black
you right.
dragon.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Pelatoth lands next to you, alive because you got 2 successes, and is very grateful.
Yay! Sorry, I kept having to like look at all these different things, and my computer's really slow, and
You're good. That was
so I
the
was getting
first.
frustrated.
No, the first one of us to go. Let's go ahead and go to Burbage Camp next.
Andy, the last time we saw Pelatoth, wasn't he just planning on building some kind of device for himself to use in battle or something? Do you remember that?
He had taken a spear, yeah, and was probably going to try to use that spear. Luckily, it didn't seem like he needed to with Ragnar.
But he might get to use it on the Black Dragon?
Or whatever else, yeah.
Well, okay. This is going a long way back, but I don't know if it was I don't remember if it was me or Burbage, but I promised a pun for when that device would get used. So
okay.
When it happens, I'll have it in the
I'll
chamber.
give you a moment.
Okay, great. Cool. Yeah, what's going on? Burbage is flying through the air down to the halfling guard.
Land quickly, 3-point landing. The mud that you thought was going to be soft on your landing baked into near brick. It's difficult. Like you just crack the ground as you land down here. You see halfling guards from Diefield moving up and down the small kind of corridor that seems safe as these individuals from the town are fleeing to the citadel. You see Theodric up in front as several wizards are slowly lighting onto the ground. They're wearing the fire blight masks. And he immediately kind of holds his hand up and he says, "Volley!" And then from small patches of like mud and grass that were hidden in the area, probably 15 individuals with violins and flutes pop up out of the ground. You see your mother among them, who begins to play a song, and this song combines into sharp notes that form in reality, and these notes spiral through the air toward these individuals who, with a wave of their hand, throw up enough shielding to protect themselves from them. You see Theodric kind of drop his sword next to his side. What would you like to try to do in this moment? If you'd like, you can roll first and we can describe, or you can kind of describe as we go. However we want to do this.
Now, you said that they're being surrounded by fire elementals. Is that still accurate?
Yes, fire elementals are closing in on this group. And yeah, there are these wizards specifically that want to harm everyone.
And they're like near the citadel, kind of at the
They're in
the entrance to
between.
the citadel?
Yeah, they're not too far from the entrance. Yeah, the main entrance to the citadel. They're just trying to keep this area clear as best they can.
Okay. Cool. So Burbage has landed.
Yeah. Several of the people from Diefield have now clocked you. You recognize several of these individuals as just farmers and shop owners and a couple like childhood acquaintances that you knew in school. They're not warriors necessarily, but they are fighting hard for these people.
Cool. Travelers have sometimes noted that, unlike the mists of Clifmil, which we've experienced, right, especially when we first arrived in Clifmil, but for a while now, and historically, like the mists of Clifmil can be like really thick and gray and oppressive. And travelers have noted that, unlike the mists of Clifmil, the mists of Diefield tend to lack that oppressiveness, while actually managing to be like more opaque somehow. It said that there's something about like the coastal waters of Diefield, something about the like the magic in that town and the families, some of the families that live there, that makes its mists lighter, more like bracing, more refreshing. Not this soul collapsing gray, but like an almost magical, piercing white. Actually, one of Burbage's earliest memories and clearest memories of his father is when he took Burbage and Avery out fishing on one like early clear morning, and then suddenly they found themselves just like surrounded by one of these Diefield mists, and it's very like opaque. You can see anything through this blinding white. And Burbage and Avery were both scared, and but their father said, "Don't worry about what you can't see, sons. Breathe in what you fear and feel rejuvenated." And they did that, and when they calmed down and embraced those mists and kind of breathed them in, their strength and their courage were like restored. And yeah, Avery caught the most giant fish that day, which made Burbage jealous, but it was still pretty cool. Burbage uses he casts Silent Image using his shadow touched feet to create like a thick channel of Diefield mist rushing straight at the wizards.
Okay.
And so visual illusions, right? So technically, it doesn't actually have those like cold, wet, refreshing effects of the actual mists. But Burbage's goal is to make the illusion so powerful that it's enough to fool the fire elementals and the wizards and keep them at bay just long enough to give the halfling guard and these musicians passage, kind of through, just like yeah, not just being defensive anymore, but just like fucking moving through, hopefully gaining some like courage from, like, they recognize these as the mists from home, and give them a chance to kind of charge through, attack these wizards, and maybe even like reposition and gain some advantage over these fire elemental forces.
I love it. I love it. What attribute are you thinking?
Like to basically sacrifice.
The one to roll.
Oh, like roll an attribute. Yeah.
Yeah. Which one are you gonna want to roll? You think? We'll do that 3 times. So it'll be 3 different attributes.
And that's the strength, dexterity, constitution
Yep.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Been playing for how long? Skills.
You're good. Yep. We don't use these straight up rolls a lot.
Yeah. Burbage, like, this is all kind of he's channeling all of this through kind of his connection with Bright Fang, which, you know, is this magical weapon from Diefield, historical, connected to that town, and it is a blade that he's become increasingly dexterous with. So he will roll dexterity.
All right. DC is 30. Would you like to give me anything to make that go down? I suggest you do.
Yeah. Burbage will.
Doesn't that silent image something?
Oh yeah, yeah. You cast that spell. That's part of the.
That's spending the resource.
So that's spending it.
Yeah. So was that a level 1 spell or 2? Or is that from
It's
a rune?
just it's from an ability. It's from a feat, the shadow touched.
Oh,
feat.
dope. Okay, yeah.
It
That's
is a
like
first level spell,
but
yeah.
it's a once a day probably.
Yeah, it's a once a day thing. So
It is once a day.
Let's lower that by 2 just for that. Yeah.
Once you cast either of the spells.
Also,
So
just for the sake of Adam's calculations, dexterity is being rolled plus proficiency mod.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
So like a dexterous skill that you're proficient in, but not expertise, or like your dex save. It's
cool.
that
Yeah.
plus that we had. Yeah.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So can Burbage also? So as part of the Shadow Touched feat, he is able to also cast the invisibility spell. He's done with trying to hide, right? Like that's he doesn't need to be invisible anymore. Like he's here. He's here to be seen, and yeah, no more hiding. So can I kind of sacrifice the ability to use invisibility for that daily use for that feat in addition to the
and that's not either or in the casting. That's you could cast one and the other on a day. Dope.
You can cast each of these spells without expending a spell slot. Once you cast either of these spells in this way, you can't cast that spell in this way again until you finish a long rest.
Dope.
So I can cast both. Yeah.
Let's lower it another 2, because those are like.
I think invisibility is a level 2 spell.
Cool. Which would normally just be a 1 from the spell slot, but. So we're at 26.
Yeah. Can I just like sacrifice an item that has personal significance to Burbage and to me in this moment?
Yeah, the juicier the better. Yeah. What do you want to?
I mean,
get rid of?
I don't know how juicy it is. It's so stupid, but Burbage has been holding on to the Fire Blight cult mask.
Yeah.
For the entire campaign. He's tried using it at times. And this is the first time in forever that these cult masks have come up again. Yeah, I'd love to sacrifice that item and like just as a rule of cool, like maybe Burbage like fucking slices it with Bright Fang as part of this ritual of casting Silent Image and creating these mists, just like done with the Fireblight cult mask.
Sure. We'll come to that in the story. 25 then. Yeah, we're down to 25. I'll give you another one.
Okay.
Lower.
Now, what are the chances that is 25 good enough? My dex, like I could cast a dex saving throw.
Yeah, like that would be your dex plus your proficiency. Is that like an 11 or 12?
Yeah, 11.
Then to hit a 25, you would need a 14 or better.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And again, we can lower it afterward, but it's going to cost more than before.
Right. I don't have advantage.
Nope, just straight rolls.
Okay.
If you have inspiration, which I think you do.
I think I do. I do still have an inspiration.
Yeah. Then you can use that to reroll.
Okay. I have lowered it a decent amount. I think that I will go for it and see what happens.
Give me a roll. That's a 15. A 4 on the die, I believe.
Why is roll 20 being so fucking stupid right now? What is happening?
Would you like
not a great roll?
Would you like to re-roll with an inspiration?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Um,
Give me
can
another roll.
I? Can I also? Can I also make another sacrifice something quick between?
Yeah. If it's
So-
again before the new roll, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the new roll is, we'll take that. But I
Um.
feel 25 is a little much still. Give me more. Give me your pain. Use your resources. Again, hit points, item uses, personal items, death
So
saving throws. I will take death saving throws.
um. Yeah, I'll do a death saving throw. How much does that give me?
5 off.
Hell yeah! All right, I'll do that.
All right, so we're down to 20.
All right, I'm gonna try again.
All right. 22. All right. The mist bursts onto the scene, starts to surround these wizards who are very stoically kind of looking around. One of them tries to gust of wind that away, but the wind just sort of blows, and because it's illusion, nothing actually disappears. He looks to his left and he sees his masked friends, and he looks to his right and he sees a rather short masked friend who, for a split second, believes that he's in the cult of the Fireblight. And in that split second, that's enough for your bright fang to be drawn across his neck. And you disappear quickly into the fog as his friends barely have a moment to react. And they fire off a couple shots of a green, really powerful spell into the mist, but find no purchase. What would we like to do next?
So functionally, what did that what did that?
One success.
That was one success. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
2 successes, not bad. Something bad happens. 3 successes, great stuff happens. Only 1 success. Probably someone you love is gonna bite it.
So I roll again, right?
Yep. Give me another attribute, and we can roll again. And again, we can roll before we narrate, or we can sort of set up some narration, whatever you like.
And it can't be. Can it be dexterity again?
No, different attribute.
And another whole bidding and negotiation process.
Oh my god. Burbage. Is my cam frozen?
Yes. A little bit, yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
You're good, okay.
Burbage slashed somebody's throat. Who was it?
One of the wizards.
One of the wizards. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do a roll, but yeah, I will. Do we still have the effects of aid?
I don't think aid.
14.
You have
No
you
aid.
had the
Hero's Feast.
Yeah, you had the Hero's Feast. It'll still be active since you didn't technically long rest. You just got benefits back.
I think I had maybe 14 additional hit points from Hero's Feast. That's what I have tracked. Like my HP max is 141, but with 14 points, my functional HP max has been 155. Okay. So could I give up those 14 points, like go down to 141, like my real HP max?
Give me 20 points, and I'll knock off 1 point, 1 DC.
All right, 20. Yeah, I'll start there. So my new HP max. Well, my temporary HP max with Hero's Feast, does it stay at 155? I just go down to 135.
Yeah.
What if I also sacrifice that effect from Hero's Feast, like the HP max increase?
In coupling with that, yeah, we'll go down 2.
Yeah, I'll do that. So
then
my
20
HP
off
max
your
is now
normal HP
141.
max. Yeah.
Wait, 20 off or just the effects of Hero's Feast? Oh,
Yeah. In addition.
so okay, I'm gonna take. Okay, I'm gonna change Hero's Feast to Sacrifice, and track that as -6, because I'll go down 14 by getting rid of Hero's Feast, and then I'll lose 6 more to match the number of hit points I'm losing. Does that make sense? This makes very clear sense in my head.
I understand what you're saying. I would like 20 more now off of your current max
Oh, okay.
for 2.
Okay, so -20. Because I want to, yeah, okay. So I'm down to 121 HP max.
Okay.
121 hit points. Whoops.
Great. We're at 28.
This is. I don't like it. So that gives me 2. I'm at 28. This is.
If you give me a second death saving throw, I'll knock it down by 10.
No.
That seems really bad.
We're just negotiating. We're just talking. We're just
You
throwing some stuff out.
son of a bitch. What if I sacrificed my I really want to keep second chance. I really want to keep stroke of luck. How much? Oh, jeez. Okay, I will lose the second chance. My use of second chance for this
For the day.
For the day, which allows me to, when a creature I can see hits me with an attack roll, I can use my reaction to force that creature to re-roll.
Okay.
How much do I get if I sacrifice that?
Let's drop it by 2 more.
Okay.
3 more. 3 more.
3 more, so I'm down to 25.
Yeah.
Cool. I would like to. Do I have any healing potions?
So I should have remembered to say this during Darcy's one as well. But I cast Family's Flame, a 7th or an 8th level spell, specifically to give everyone else buffs.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking on your turn we would take away a bunch, but like
I specifically meant that to
Yeah.
be for them.
let's take an automatic 2 more off each time for that.
Okay. So now down to 23.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have said that earlier. I was like,
No, that's good.
wait.
Yeah, good reminder. Yep, that's fine.
Cool. Can I also then, what if I cast Spiritual Weapon out of the Dwarven Ring of Spell Storing?
Yeah. Do you remember what level that was?
It is, I believe. Where do I have that? I have it somewhere. Level 4. spiritual weapon.
Okay, yeah, we can drop it by 2 then with that.
So down to 21.
Mhm.
Ugh. And how much could I get for losing 20 hit points?
I'll do 2 if it's 20 more hit points. Yeah.
Not to my maximum, just to my
Sure. Yeah.
hit
Yeah.
points. So I'm down to 101. That takes me to 19 DC
Yeah.
check. I hate it. Can I sacrifice a bunch of my gold?
Sure.
Literally my gold.
Sure. It's gonna have to be a lot of
Andy,
gold.
literally all of my gold. 3,300 gold.
Spending
And I'm a
3,300 gold.
thief.
Yeah,
I'm a thief.
Yeah.
I've spent my life stealing gold.
I like the narrative connection. So let's go by 4, down by 4.
Down to 15, okay? 0 gold. All right.
Let's roll.
I think I'm ready to roll. I'm
Let's
gonna
do it.
roll. Good God. And I can roll a saving throw.
You roll the attribute with proficiency, so you're adding 6 to whatever flat attribute
Or
mod.
so next for my intelligence and wisdom saving throws, I do have a plus. I have 8.
Okay.
So I can use one of those.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're at a 15. Or you need to roll a 7 or better.
I wonder if that was a bit overkill because I was looking
6
at.
or better.
I wasn't taking proficiency into account, but I don't give a shit. I'm feeling unwise. I'll roll this.
Hey. Dope.
26.
Dope. With a 26. Yeah. You drop the mask, throw it into the mud. The mist has sort of encircled these wizards. You shower them with bags of gold, which immediately has distracted them. And they're starting to look at this gold just kind of raining from nowhere. And as one goes to pick one up, you dash in, slice off his hand that it was going to pick it up. He starts to scream and yell. He immediately tries to cast a spell, but doing so without a hand all of a sudden makes things much worse. The other one backs away, turns toward Theodric, and looks like he's about to cast something then on him there. And as he shoots a bolt of flame at Theodric, you rush in, cover Theodric, kind of dash him to the side, tackle him into the mud. The bolt hit you and singed like your clothing and like smoke from your back a little bit here. But you saved him from this. And he finally sees you in this moment, realizes it's you that has come to help, and he just immediately starts crying. He's trying to put on a brave face in this moment, but the tears are letting you know what's going on the inside. A ruckus cheer cries up from the people of Diefield, and we have one more roll to make.
Also,
Hey,
could I say that?
Yeah, please add.
So I cast spiritual weapon.
Sure.
And that I'd love for. Could the weapon be kind of a larger version of basically the dragonfly pin that Theodric gave to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd like that weapon to basically just like accompany and basically stay pretty clse to Theodric. It's not only defending him, but like it's meant to be like a sign of reciprocity with him. Like he gave the dragonfly pin to Burbage. Burbage will
Yeah.
kind of return it in that form.
Give me one more roll. Another attribute. Negotiate. We're at 28 again because of the family's flame.
28. I'm going to be rolling intelligence.
Okay.
I would need to roll a crit hit to hit 28.
Thanks.
I don't want to count on that. I want to see if. By the way, I should acknowledge that in the chat, Meg has already predicted the pun. It was going to be Peloton. We're just going to call the device a Peloton. So, congratulations, Meg.
You win.
That's all it is.
Oh my gosh.
I saw that and I was like, well, there goes the surprise. So Andy, can that be a sacrifice?
You've given up the pun. I'll knock one off for that, sure. You're down to 27.
Thank you, Meg. Thank you. You helped. You helped. And also thank you, the Shady Trios in there, trying to help me brainstorm things to sacrifice. They were thinking about my halfling's luck re-rolls, but I don't. I mean, go away.
Give you a lot for that. Yeah.
I mean, technically
infinite.
speaking, you could try to sacrifice some number of them or the entire ability, but that's a very different thing than just giving up
a number of things that are infinite is meaninless. Like I could sacrifice 10 of my infinite things.
No,
Who cares?
you would say
I'm
for
sorry,
the
please
next.
Ignore me.
Yeah, I was going to say
I
not helpful.
understand.
And for the
understand
next
being
3
irritated, ignore me.
fumbles, he has to take it.
I'll knock off 8 if Burbage can never use the luck reroll again.
Okay, never is a different proposal there.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like it.
If you sacrifice your luck in this moment?
Future luck.
Yeah.
Like he's
to be real lucky right now.
He's taking all of that future luck.
He's emptying the accounts.
And it's connected right to his halfling like identity, his relationship with these fellow halflings. He, I think that there's a way to spin that as like appropriate, that he feels close to them in ways that maybe transcends that identity, and he wants to channel that connection into this moment. All that luck now for you, I sacrifice my access to re-rolls in the future, because yes, I started this campaign as a very unlucky halfling, but gods help me, I feel luckier and luckier every day. I don't need it.
Did that bring you down to 19, I think?
All right. I'm going to roll.
All right.
I'm going to roll intelligence.
I think you need an 11 or better.
That didn't do it.
That's a 6.
Can I... Wait. I was really counting on being able to use my... I didn't think about this.
Oh.
This is your first failure, right?
Yeah.
But you're also running out of resources to give up.
Well, it's more expensive now that we've rolled. How about this? Because you've given up all of your luck, let's use it on this reroll. Go ahead and do one more roll on this. I'm not going to let you do any more negotiating, but
okay.
Second roll.
All right. Is Avery here, by the way?
Maybe.
Oh, fuck you.
Would you like him to be?
I don't know. Yeah, all right. I'll re-roll.
22. In this moment, Burbage, the gossamer winged firefly floating next to Theodric, as you stand up covered in mud, Theodric, just the look in his eyes of his hero, but not only his hero, the hero is what you are. The person who's here to save everyone. And for a moment, you're getting caught in his look. And there's a wizard casting a very dangerous spell behind you that takes you just a little too long to recognize until a strong hand pulls you to the side. The spell goes wide, detonates in the distance amongst fire elementals itself, sucks them into some sort of like collapsing star point, and fizzles them out of existence. That strong hand that pulled you aside was Avery. And the luck of the people around you in that moment is all you needed. You are missed yourself. You dash in and out, immediately start taking out fire elementals up and down this like corridor. You are a white blur among these individuals, so fast. Bright Fang whistling a song through the air as it cuts down these creatures who for a moment freeze in their fire and then shatter and melt. The mud isn't keeping you tied down at all. It's not difficult terrain. The baked, cracked earth is just your launching pad to run faster and faster and faster. Please describe how you take down these last wizards in this moment.
How many of them are there?
There's only two. One has a hand that's missing.
Wait, yeah. What happened to his hand? I did that?
Yeah, you cut it off when he was reaching for gold. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I pick up his missing hand. I fly up and land on the back and shoulders of the other wizard. And just like cover his eyes and he can't do anything. And I hit the first wizard repeatedly and say, "Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!" And if that doesn't kill him, I'll stab him with Bright Fang, I guess.
You stab him through the heart. Of the
But Andy, it would have been really funny if that killed him.
You would have had to do a very unfunny thing to kill him, though.
I honestly prefer the image of him like slapping him repeatedly with the hand, and then just like stopping and them looking at each other, and Burge being like, "Sorry about that." Stab.
And then I'll stab the guy that I'm on.
I don't really know what I thought that was going to do.
Several times you'd stab into him. Bright Fang blows the wind and the mist, and the illusion dissipates around you. And all the members of Diefield, Avery standing there. You now see Arbin ushering people down that path as well. And Theodric looks at you and says, Arian, I've lost her. I don't... and it's at that moment, the luck you've given up, the coincidence of all things, congealing into a moment in which the doors open, the citadel doors of the Bavalian castle open, and you see Arian waiting, a small dagger in her own hand, and Theodric and the rest of them run to her, find shelter again in the citadel, and most of the innocent people of Clifmil have now been able to make it to safety here because of you.
Nice. Burbage will, I guess, not join them. He's gonna keep on fighting and shit.
Sure.
He does see somewhere in the battle. I would like to suggest that he sees pretty cool looking rabbit guy. He sees him. He's like, "Oh, hey, a rabbit guy, pretty cool."
What does the rabbit guy say to him?
Thanks. You too. And he gives a little hop.
Nice.
And Burbage is like, hey, look at me dash. And the rabbit's like, my name's Dash. Oh, that's cool. I used to be fat and then I got sent to the Feywild. All right, we can't keep talking like this. I mean, I'm all for like fun lines during action, but come on, man. All right, yeah, totally.
You part ways with a new friend that you've met on the battlefield for now. Maybe to see him again in the future.
This one who didn't immediately die from poison gas from an egg.
My name's...
As he started saying, my name's, you like involuntarily tense up a little bit. Oh God.
Oh no, don't tell me. Oh, okay, you're safe.
Elsewhere on the battlefield, Dawn Protector swings the massive battle axe into a fire elemental, dispersing most of it. She's tired, though. She's leaving everything on the battlefield, knowing probably she's not going to make it out of here. And then as she stands to swing once more from exhaustion into this thing, you land on top of it, dispersing it into dust. The beautiful white wings glowing behind you as you stand up. And immediately, you hear those grunts and whoops and hollers and barks of your tribe as they welcome someone who's been gone for a long time back. They start dancing, getting low to the ground, smacking the mud and the dirt in front of them because you've returned. You turn around. There is just a line of fire, and moving quickly through that line of fire is a giant. Flames in his eyes, smoke billowing out of his hair, a massive shield, and a massive sword. This looks different than any fire giant you've ever seen. It's something special, and it's coming for your people. What would you like to do? Pick an attribute, sacrifice some stuff to me, and then let's roll. Oh, can't hear you. Uh-oh. Can't hear anything. Hopefully. I'm sure it was going to be great.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is my camera on? No.
No. Here it is.
I had it so I can't see it because I get really distracted by my own face.
Huh.
It's just a very nice face. I would like to argue before I start.
Yes.
Oh, what if I sacrifice my ability to argue? I'm not doing that. Nope.
Whoa.
For the next campaign, I'll lower it by
No,
20.
not for the next campaign,
Like-
Andy.
like
Fuck
20,
that.
Lena.
Andy, for the
Like
next
20.
for the
Yeah,
next
fuck.
campaign, just give her one.
If I sacrifice it for the next campaign, I just win this. I don't have to do any 3 things.
Well, okay.
Like, really?
Yeah, I mean, that seems right.
I mean, I won it, but not that bad. That worked a little bit. But you are currently at 28 DC.
Okay, but I would like to argue before I start doing stuff that because I have so many fewer resources than anybody else,
Yes.
that my like resources should count for more.
Yes.
Okay.
Most of your like 1 a day, like a rage or something, would count as 5.
Okay.
Hit points, 50 will give you 2 lower, which is same.
50 is a lot when I've only got 20 hit dice for a short rest. Don't make that face at me.
What would you like to give up? Again, and as evidenced by Adams, any narrative things also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be down for it.
Cool. So you said I'm starting off at 28?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start with rolling, and these are saving throws technically?
Yeah, I mean your attributes plus.
It doesn't make a difference for me
proficient.
because I don't have any of the roguey shit. Okay, I'm gonna start with my weakest. So I'm gonna start with Dex.
Okay.
Because my strength and my con can carry me through without sacrificing anything, possibly.
Wow.
They're really good.
Yeah.
And I will give up 1 rage. So that gets me down to 23.
Sure. Yeah.
My dex is really bad.
Okay. You don't have to do that.
What if? Well, I do have to do 3 stats.
Yeah.
It's my least bad 3rd stat.
Okay.
What if I sacrifice? What if I throw in all of my non-magical weapons?
I lowered another 2.
Another 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I still have my battle axe in my inventory just like as a hope that I'll someday get it back. I know I don't actually have that right now. Okay.
You can.
I'm not deleting that.
Okay.
I will get it back soon. How do I delete these other things though? What is this button? They've changed some things. Okay, I'm just gonna make a note to myself to delete those.
Okay.
And so that gets me down to 21.
Yes.
It's still really bad. It's a +2 that I'm rolling.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. How much is Stone's Endurance worth?
Giving up like the ability to carry.
It's a long rest. No, Stone's Endurance is when I take damage, I can use my reaction to roll a d12. Oh, it's a short or a long rest. Oh, add your Constitution modified for the number rolled, and reduce the damage by that total. And after I use the trait, I can't use it again until I finish a short or long rest. So, how much is giving it up until I have a short rest worth?
Half of 1, I think. Until you have a short
0.5?
Yeah.
Andy.
It's not much of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's useless.
I mean, give it up the rest of the time. I'd give you 4 probably.
Forever? Give it up forever?
Yeah.
For the rest of the campaign, not forever.
As long as Stormbringer.
Give me 4. Okay. So that drops me down to a 17.
Yep.
But I still have to roll a fucking 15 on the dice. pick 2 other rolls.
Yeah.
I don't have very much gold, but you can have all of my 4,000 gold.
I'd lower it 3 for that.
So that gets me down to a 14.
Yeah. That's a 12 better.
Yeah, that's better odds for sure. I probably should have more gold than that. I just stopped caring about money a long time ago in this campaign. I don't have any inspiration, so I'm nervous. But sure. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm gonna click this button now and roll.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, I have advantage on. It's so not fine though.
That's a 5.
I rolled a 3, Andy.
You did roll a 3.
So what do I am doing here? Is it just so I could either take the failure or what? I don't have inspiration, so I can't roll more.
If you were to, let's make a deal. If you were to choose right now between Dawn Protector and Roburn and give up the other one as a love interest, I'd let you re-roll.
No, that's dumb. We're not fucking with that. We're fucking with polyamory.
Okay.
Like, I'm not fucking doing this forced monogamy bullshit.
That's
You don't have to be
Andy.
monogamous, just
No,
not with
you're
the
saying
other
forced fucking monogamy. Fuck that.
one. I'm saying you have to give up a love interest.
No.
Okay. You're fine. You don't have to do that.
Like that is like against my like morals.
Fair. Yeah.
Is it against Stormbringers?
I don't know. Yeah. Like the happy dream I always had for Stormbringer is that her and Roburn and Dawn Protector were gonna go live together with the Owlbear babies, and they were all gonna raise their Owlbear children together, and it was gonna be beautiful. And I'm not giving like the dream of her. I'm not giving the dream of her future up, just because Andy likes monogamy.
That was also not a correct roll.
Oh, what?
That didn't
That
have
was
the
my dex
proficiency
save.
bonus on it.
Do I get it even if I don't have the
Yeah,
save?
you're not
It also
rolling
doesn't
the
matter.
save. You're rolling
Correct.
proficiency.
It also doesn't matter. That still gets me to 11, and I got it down to 14.
But 14 to 11 now is something you could give up some more stuff and actually hit. If you wanted to succeed. If you want to chalk it up to this is a failure, we can do that too.
What does it take for... So, do I have to roll again, or just give up more stuff?
You just give up more stuff at this point. It's
'Cause
more expensive.
Rolling again isn't going to be good.
If you give me a death saving throw, you'd hit it.
Sure.
Okay. In that case, with all that you've given up here, you've made it down to enough of a success.
Okay.
You pull out this gleaming celestial sword. You have your shield on your arm, wings at your back. You look like an angel to anyone who doesn't personally know you. And you just start going to work. You are cutting a line through these fire elementals, and you're locking eyes with that fucking fire giant up there. And as you get up to the front of him, he comes down so fast with a giant swing of his sword that slices into the ground, pushes dirt aside. You feel the weight of that. If it hits, that's going to kill any Goliath that really gets in his way. But you dash up his arm, up his sword, reaching up toward his head, and with your sword slash into his neck. The fire giant starts spewing a lava blood that sizzles, and wood hurts someone who's not as fast as you. And as he sort of clumps and falls to the ground, you stand triumphant on top of him.
Cool.
And as
So
the
that's all
black
then.
dragon behind you now
That's not all then.
makes a strafing vomit of acid across the
Ew.
fields
Don't
of
vomit.
Clifmil. It's not until 150 years from now where the first crops in this area will grow again.
Hmm.
This thing is desecrating the land itself. It doesn't hit any of the Goliaths at the moment, as they're able to dodge out of the way, but you have a new foe in this moment. Give me another roll.
Cool. What's the DC?
28.
Starts at 28. So I'd have to roll a 15 or better with my flat. What do I get if I give up? Well, that's not very nice. Never mind. I was gonna say, what if I give up Bully's ability to not be a shield? But that's taking like away like his like. No, Andy, that's so cruel. That's like enslaving him forever as a
He also
shield. He
likes
doesn't get to be
a living being. Sometimes.
right. No, I'm not giving up the shield. I'd be giving up the other one. So I'd be
Oh, well,
trapping
then,
him as
yeah.
a shield forever. That's
That's
not.
mean.
I can't do that. That's fucked.
I mean, I'd take off 8 for it, but
No, that's so fucked up. Stop trying to make me do things that are against my ethics.
this is what I love. Juicy. Give me something tasty.
I don't have a lot of stuff. Is the problem. Would you like some? No, I'm not gonna start doing that. I was gonna start just reading off useless items for you.
Okay.
And annoy you into giving me what I
Annoy me. Yeah. That's real, sure.
What if I give up spend how much should I get if I spend 5 hit dice from my
5 hit dice? I'd
my
give you
short
another 2
scroll.
off.
Wait, but how much did you say that 50 HP was worth?
If you give me straight up 50 HP, I'll give you 3.
Well, the 5 hit dice should be worth more than 50 HP because I could roll a max of 60 on those without adding my con
On a short
yet.
rest, sure, yeah.
Sure, I'm gonna short rest at some point in here. So that would be like.
Well, then give up the 50.
85.
Yeah.
Be at 85.
So it sounds like you're gonna give up the 50 HP for 3.
No, you said this was a negotiation. I'm negotiating.
Okay.
So I think that 5 hit dice should be worth 2.5. And then I'll throw in all my grung poison to make it worth 3.
Throw in all the grung poison. Sure.
5 hit dice and all my grung poison?
Yeah, we'll
3?
get down to 3, yeah. 3.
Okay.
So what are we at?
Cool. 25.
Okay.
And so I need to roll a 12 or better, which is what I needed last time, and I didn't roll that. Although I was wrong about what I needed. But anyways, I rolled a 3 is the point. What if I give up one of my owlbear children, but like not like he doesn't die? He's just like he leaves to go start his own shop, and we fall out of
I'm
touch.
sorry, are you going to give up a child for adoption for this?
No,
Is
he's
that-
like the
is there-
oldest, and he's just going off on his own, and we just fall out of touch.
So what if you just like have an estranged relationship?
Yes, but he's not dead, and I'm not giving him up for adoption.
What if one of her children goes non-contact with her?
Yes.
I'm planning to bring the Owlbear children into the final role here, essentially for you. If you give up them showing up right now, and them just
No.
being safe in their area,
Why are you trying to make me give up cool stuff?
well,
Don't you want this
I'm
to
so
be
sorry.
cool?
I do want it to be cool.
But just one of them, the one with the blue feather streak, the coolest.
Yeah,
He decided he's done with me.
he's doing his own thing.
Yeah. How much is that worth?
We'll say 1.
What am I at?
You're at 22, 25, 20,
Okay.
22. And so you'd be down to 21.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
You can do
I'm gonna
21.
do Constitution because he's
I love it.
being all acidy.
Let's do it. That's
Hell yeah.
23.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Cool.
With a 23, you see the dragon peeling back and now lining himself up with a column of Goliaths on horseback. Several of them kind of lower their weapons and start to kind of lower their heads, maybe willing to accept what's about to happen. A few of them look over the shoulder at you, hoping for some sort of miracle. You see Dawn Protector right over to you, reach out her hand. Death's not a thing, right? She grabs her hand, pulls you on top of the horse, and the two of you streak through this column of Goliaths. You are riding straight at this giant, ancient black dragon. Its mouth cracked from the acid itself. Its wings beaten and filled with holes. This thing almost looks necrotic in elements of it. And the horse is riding so fast with the two of you on it. You stand up on the back of it, leap off the horse into the air, sort of shoving the horse almost into the ground, and it topples with Dawn Protector on it. But she immediately stands up to watch you soaring through the air. You light with your wings a few times, and you meet this dragon in midair who's just now spewing its breath weapon. Your shield comes up, starts spraying everywhere. Yeah, it hurts. It's taking a little bit of your vitality away from it, but you bully your way, fly straight into this dragon's mouth. Let's do one more roll.
Fuck yeah. Okay. What do I get if I give up my ability to do reckless attack forever?
I would take 5 off for that.
So drop me to 23.
Yeah.
50-50 shot.
You also have a lot of hit points you haven't taken away.
I know. Well, I probably need to give 2 things. So it's 50 HP for 3. Oh my god, what is my computer doing? Where did my notes go? Okay. I'll give up reckless attack and
permanently
50
lower
HP.
a stat.
No.
Just throw it
Unless
out
I
there.
can lower one that I don't care about, like charisma.
I mean,
how much is
lower
that worth? I lower it
by 2. I would take another
Yeah.
2 off for charisma.
I mean, does it matter if I'm a -2 charisma? Charity is the most charismatic man in the world, he said.
You just won't be as fearsome, maybe, as something else.
No, because you said that I can do strength for my intimidation. You said
That's
that
true.
way back at the start of the game.
Yeah. Your charisma is used for not much. I
Yeah.
mean, saves every once in a while on a couple very important
Oh,
things.
right. On really important spells. Oh, I think
Your
that should be worth more than
poly-
2.
Your poly relationship falls apart because you've just lost that certain something that really drew them
No,
to
we're
you.
not
and-
taking that away. And they
I
like
know.
me like this.
I'm saying because of your charisma, of course.
I think if I drop my charisma by 2, it should be worth more than 2, given that that is like the saves on some of those spells are like some of the most bad spells to miss.
Sure, but you're not going to use it probably too much.
So sure, how much do I get for dropping it then? I said it should be worth more.
We'll say 2 for charisma. Another stat, maybe that's...
No, that's what I said, is it should be worth more than 2, because...
I disagree.
But you said sure. Okay, well, I'm not doing that then. Because I have a shit chance of making those saves anyways. I don't need to make it worse. Yeah, I'll get rid of reckless attack.
Okay.
And 50 HP. And what does that get me down to?
21?
Sure. That sounds good.
Okay. Give me a roll. So 21, you need an 8 or better? 9 or better? 8 or
8.
better?
Well, is it meets, it beats?
Yeah.
Okay, so 8.
My God.
Well, I just shouldn't have given up anything. Do I get something back since I critted?
You're going to be able to transfer this to other players who are now going to start at 26 for their DC.
Oh, damn! That's awesome. Except there's only 2 people who haven't gone yet.
Correct.
So there's a good chance that mine could be a 2-parter.
Okay.
I like that Lena gets a big thing and she's like, but could it be bigger?
Yeah. I just have to see what I can get.
You, inside the mouth of this thing, grab the teeth and just twist.
Okay.
Everyone else on the battlefield sees this dragon flying straight and then just like bank straight into the ground. A bunch of dust kicks up. The Goliaths scatter in the distance, and you hear the roar of this thing trying to talk with you in its mouth, and you're just holding it, just
Why is it trying to
not
talk?
moving.
Please stop.
Please stop,
behind
I
you-
yield.
Behind you, you start to hear a hoot, 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 hoot. As coming over the hill, you see 8 adolescent owlbears that you recognize and have saved from the very beginning of the campaign. And Seagay Whistler there as well, kind of whipping a scarf in the air as he's riding one into battle. These things pounce and start to clamp and chew on the black dragon, who is at this moment helpless to really defend itself. You take your figurine of your shield off for a moment, place it just a little further back into the neck, and then say the word bully as a giant steel gorgon comes out of nowhere, splitting the throat of this thing.
Oh, I love it.
And covered now in this acidic ichor. You're going to have a couple scars a little bit kind of on your face from this, but it just makes you look cooler. And the figurine pops back into your hand as you now feel the lifeless body of this dragon still in the heat of battle. You exit from the mouth. As the dust settles and clears, you see your tribe. renewed, welcoming you. You see Dawn Protector rush up to you and just grab you and kiss you in the middle of all of
Aw,
this, to the
yay.
hoots and growls of your owlbear children around.
Love it.
So, Clem and Charity are kind of in the same area here. And it sounds like, Clem, you're taking. Is this right? You were taking, like, some of the people from the temple to go. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Could you remind me?
No, so Charity was going to, make sure that the people were safe and also try to conscript
Yes.
the people who could fight to go do a different task.
Gotcha. Yep.
And I was going to go to the walls.
Yes. Okay, great. Yeah, you light onto the walls itself. Um you see Absalom Frey there, commanding several of the individuals to shore up the wall as best they can, but his eyes are locked onto the catapults and arcane cannons that have been rolled into this area that look like they're, like, already you see the town itself is burning on its outskirts, and it's just where the spire is in the middle of Clifmil is relatively unscathed. But if there's any people still in here, these arcane batteries and catapults are just going to decimate the town. And it's still a stronghold militarily, at least, as the walls, though fairly thin, created kind of quickly by Charity to surround this place, is giving protection to it.
What kind of resources do they have here to fight back, or do they have any?
They have several soldiers. They have several archers on the wall. If you want, you could charge into battle. There's not a lot between you and these catapults from this point.
And what are we rolling? I know you said we're choosing, but is it a
Yeah.
saving throw or is it just a regular?
it's
Because
an
everybody's been rolling saving throws.
It's an ability score with your modifier for that ability and a proficiency, which does equal the saving throw.
My saving throws are different. That's why I asked. Because everybody has been rolling saving throws, and I'm like, if I could roll a saving throw, my saving throw for intelligence is plus 18.
Yeah. So it's your proficiency
So I
bonus,
don't get
which is
that.
6, I believe, plus
Correct.
your intelligence, whatever that is.
But what if I wanted it to be my saving throw, just like everybody else?
Give me something real good. If you want to buff
So the number to
everything
be
like
this 26, right?
yes.
You said? Right, for the rolls now? Because of the help from Charity and Stormbringer?
Yeah.
Okay. How much does each spell slot get me?
About half the number of the spells level.
Okay. Okay. I will give up 6 spell slots.
Okay, that'll give you 3 more. So 23.
So now I'm down to 23. Okay, I will then activate 1 use of the Crown of Restoration and have those 6 spell slots refilled, which I can do 3 more times today.
Okay.
Then how much will 1 use of Flash of Genius give me? I only have 5.
I'd take off another 2 for a
That'd be
flash
down to
demon.
21.
Yeah, there's 5 of them, but you do use them really well. Yeah.
And they're really versatile.
And then
They're really versatile now.
what about, I have the ability to also cast Lesser Restoration 5 times per day.
One per time, I'd say.
Okay, so if I take 1 of those, I would be down to 20.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I am going to use strength to roll.
Okay.
So I have a 5 in strength because of the giant stuff that Stormbringer no longer needed, and I just took, so I get plus 11.
Yeah, plus 11 in total.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll a d20 and then add 11 to it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was a
I
D10.
got. Oh,
Roll a
thank fuck.
D10?
I
Hey,
was
well,
like,
I got an 8 on a d10. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
it's like, why did a D10 just come out? What mechanic is this?
That's what I get for trying to do it. Fucking no.
Do you have an inspiration?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to scream so loud. Just the fact that it was literally an 8 again. Like, it made no difference.
Also, on my screen at least, for the 3D dice, it just bounced to where the other one was. Exactly. It was just like, dunk, dunk, dunk. Sorry, I'm late. I'm here.
Here you go. I didn't mean to actually scream. Sorry.
Get you a 19. Like, it's still...
Yeah, so can I get rid of another lesser restoration to get to a 20?
Give me 2 more lesser restorations to get to a 20.
Fine.
After your roll, it's going to be more expensive.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I did it. So that's a success.
Okay. Then, yeah. So using strength, I think a large chunk of the wall has crumbled down, and a few of these individuals are trying their best to like sort of put it up, and just out of nowhere, it just gets much lighter as this tiny little gnome with a giant backpack is holding up part of the wall itself, putting it back in place. So a couple of the mages might be able to like mend it. In that moment, everyone's recognizing you. Like Absalom Frey is just tickled to death about this. Yeah, I think in this moment you've repaired the wall, and even given pointers as to where to shore it up the best. Um, then we're gonna have to deal with the batteries themselves. I think next. So give me another attribute and some sacrificing things.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, I will do another 6 spell slots
Okay,
and refill them again with my Crown of Restoration.
we're at 23.
Okay. Would any of my experimental elixirs that I make in the morning give me anything? I have 2.
Go down by 1 for each of those.
Each of those? Okay. I will get rid of both of them.
21.
So, okay. Delete. I have so many items. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Do items mean much or no? Not unless they're
You get
like
to get rid of all of them or something. Yeah.
fair. No. It just decisions are hard, man.
Not untrue.
All right, I'm gonna do another lesser restoration to get down to 20 again, and hope that that's enough. And I will use
All right.
intelligence this time, which will also be plus 11.
All right. 9 or better.
Okay, I will roll a d20 this time. 18.
18.
Whew.
You survive. In this moment, you see the first of the arcane batteries fire. And in a split second, you're thinking of any spell, anything that you could possibly do. There's something that you and Siren had once sort of imagined was theoretically possible by using specific arcane sigils. You take out quickly as you hear those cannons fire gigantic bowls of flame at the city. You take out your tools and sort of you imagine this arcane lock in front of you, and just sort of turn a couple of your tools as a key to that, and a giant shield immediately appears before you, glistening in this white, pearlescent, almost like a bubble catching sunlight, and the cannons start to crack the shield a little bit, but hold steady in what they're doing. The catapults behind them begin to fire as well. You are holding all of your concentration, all of your strength and intelligence, and focusing on this shield as the city and would be just erased with the amount of firepower that this battalion of things are shooting into this area. But you're holding firm for the moment. Let's do another roll.
That's good, because my next one is going to be Constitution.
Okay.
Which feels fitting.
Yeah.
Would giving up the hours I put into the wisdom book be anything? Or no? I put in about half of the hours.
Yeah, you're giving up a potential that probably you're not going to finish
Yeah.
in this campaign. But I'd take another 2 off.
Okay. Yeah, I have 22 hours in it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's getting close, but...
So I will set it down to 0 for another 2
Wow.
off.
Yeah.
DNF.
I DNF'd that wisdom book. I just forgot most of it. I fell asleep while I was reading it. And okay, so now I'm at 24.
Yeah.
I'll do another 6 spell slots and
Okay.
use another Crown of Restoration.
It's all of it,
or
then,
whatever. Yeah. No, I have one more. It's 4 times
one
per
more?
day.
Dope. Okay. That'll get you
yeah.
down to 21.
Okay. Yeah, it's 4 times per day. It's pretty. I mean, it's a hugely powerful thing,
Totally.
right? Like
Yeah.
it's specifically. Trying to think, because it's more about the sacrifice and less about the power of the item, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like looking and I still have some pretty powerful items, but they're not really useful or like sacrificial anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give me something juicy.
I have
Give
a
up
lot of
all
juicy
of your
things in my
nasty
pocket.
things.
I
Yeah,
know.
give up all of your nasty stuff. That's meaningful for Clem.
That's true. I have so many, Andy. Do you want me to go through them?
Nope. You can also give up a death saving throw, hit points, more spell slots.
What about I have Goliath
attributes.
zombie parts, rock parts, whatever I want, giant Dreamweaver toenails,
You give up
Death
your
Tyrant
backpack?
bone Death Tyrant teeth.
Give me your backpack. I'll give you 8.
Oh, what if I give up some of my coins of the forest?
Actually, those aren't bad. I'll give you, for all your coins of the forest, I'll knock another 2 off.
But I have 3.
Okay.
Can I give you 2 coins of the forest? I have to save 1
Yeah,
for the final
I'll give you
battle
1.
because they're like my signature.
Sure. I'll knock 1 off for 2.
Okay, I already forgot what I was at.
So I think you're at 20.
I've taken off 5, I think, right? Because I did 3. I did the spell slots, and then I did the
You're at
hours, the
20
book hours.
now.
So I'm at 20 now. If I give you 2 of my coins of the forest, I can't get rid of my they're my signature item, Andy. I've done so
Sure.
much with them.
Huh.
Listen, let's see. I wasn't even halfway done with all the gross things I have too. You can't forget lung fungus, vials of white dragon blood,
Fungus.
halfling's ear liquid, purple worm stomach acid,
These are great, but unless you give them
jelly jar
all of
parentheses goo monster. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm at 20 now. Fuck it, I'll just try it now, and we'll see if I need to give up more powerful things to make it. All right, so I had +10 for this.
Okay.
Ooh, I rolled a 14. Ooh.
With another success, you're holding the shield, and it's taking everything you have. Just sweat is pouring down your face into your beard. Um, like Absalom is there. You even feel he kind of gives you a lesser restoration, just giving you some energy from his own that you're holding this into. You see the cannons also then turning to toward like the people running into the citadel and the like Goliaths in the distance. And it's taking everything you can just to keep the city safe for the moment as explosions are rocketing off of the shield. Um, you then see a bit of a shadow overhead, uh, and uh, the flying ships that had accompanied Siren to the temple are now moving slowly over the city. And you hear that fucking gnome's voice from way up high going, I hope those cannons are manned by halflings! And then the gunships up above are firing now on the catapults and the arcane batteries below. The wizards manning these things just start to fly into pieces. These things are exploding on their own. The magazines of these things are highly unstable, and as soon as they're getting hit by cannonballs from above, explode into brilliant purple and yellow flames. It is a sight to see. You have decimated the entire sort of catapult and arcane battery battalion here. As they were even turning on your friends, they are no more. Clem, you've saved Clifmil from certain destruction. You've saved so many lives in doing this, and that your mentor Siren, who you've inspired to actually fucking give a damn about this world, has stepped in to save you in this moment. And at the Temple of Ryn, Charity, as your friends alight and move off into different directions to save their own loved ones, save the people of Clifmil that have welcomed you into their homes, and you brought the survivors of Federo here with you. What is it you would like to do to make sure these people are safe and to help maybe join the fight?
Over the table,
Yes.
since this one is a little more interaction based, I figure we'd end up with a
Yeah.
little bit more role play / speaking. And the way that I sort of pictured this going in my mind was first persuading the fighting people to go get ready to fight. Second, setting up defenses for the people who remain behind. And lastly, setting out with that fighting force.
Gotcha.
That's sort of my 3 checks, if that
Sure.
makes sense.
I love it. Yeah.
The first one is going to be, and I'm also, without really thought for staggering this the most intelligently, the first one is charisma because it's a persuasion check. The second one is intelligence because it's knowing sort of what to defend. And the last one is dexterity because it's charisma is my fighting stat, but dexterity is the next closest.
Dope.
First question for negotiation. I have, since this is, I know it's charisma, but ultimately this is also a lot of persuasion.
Sure.
I have expertise and advantage in persuasion.
Okay. Would you be willing to give up any of that for this? Does that make sense? Like,
Let me Let me
If
make
you give up because it's advantage like from just forever.
Yeah.
Kind of. If you give that up, I'd knock 4 off.
counter proposal.
Yes. Gonna pull a Lena on me, I swear to God.
Andy, you said this was a negotiation.
No, I love
Negotiations
it.
involve counter proposals.
Indeed.
I don't do anything else. I just roll it as a persuasion roll.
You don't sacrifice anything else, but
One
you roll
persuasion roll with advantage. It's my persuasion.
Fuck, you're adding to my. Okay, so we're at a 26 right now.
Technically,
DC.
and I will throw in honesty. I'm at a 28.
Oh,
I
you
do
are at
not
20
get the
'cause you
benefit
did
from
now.
Family's Flame.
Very true. 28. Boy, now you're appealing to my gambling side for the narrative. Yes, I think yes.
So
You
one
don't
persuasion
sacrifice
roll
anything
with
else?
advantage.
Okay, what do we need to do here?
I can roll it.
Yeah.
So it's a 28.
28. Yeah.
I am the most persuasive being in existence. That is a nat 20 38.
Okay.
I'm just Charity is going to, as everyone disappears, is going to float down to sort of the main floor. People gathering. I know you're all scared. I know that you all don't know what's going on. Very bad things are going to happen in this world. We are in the town of Clifmil. It is under attack by the forces of fire and wrath. I beg you. I do not know if the future that my family and I are fighting for is better, but I know it's a future where each of us gets to choose. Please help us. Help us in this moment. Help these people who wanted nothing to do with this, but helped us when we left to help you. I beg you to make this choice. I cannot force you. That is what the priests would have done. But I can beg you.
The first person you see stepping forward is Maddie the Tabaxi, the servant woman who served you as you first came into the temple, who was just trying to find a safe haven for her child. She steps forward first. And then Loniar, the soldier who's scared and moving up into the ships when by the time that you all arrived and started freeing everyone in the temple. She steps forward, and then one by one, again and again, the people of Federo who have been under the thumb of oppression by this religious organization that's not even worshiping the God that they say they are worshiping. You've removed them all from their homes, but you've saved them from that at the same time. Not only are these individuals all willing to help and fight in any way they can, they're willing to sacrifice for the greater cause that you represent. Not just saving the temple, not just saving these people, but saving the world. The people of Clifmil, the people of Bovalia now. Your words hit them deep. Everyone who's able to fight. You see the last remaining high priest of Ryn step forward. He starts to kind of float in the air as well, and then he kind of comes up about eye level to you and bows low. The shame gone from his face. It's pure diligence. It's pure vengeance of it's pure knowing what the right thing finally is for him to do. That's a success on the first one. Next one.
The next one I believe I said would be my intelligence, and this is for setting up the defenses for the people remaining behind.
Yeah.
Am doing this all thematically, even more than like sort of over the table. So I get mod plus that, so I'm at a +8, starting at 28. I currently need a 20 on the die. Not so good. Since we're kind of hand waving specific spells, but we can flavor it a little bit with that.
Sure.
Could I give 2 5th level spell slots? And have that be animating objects? Like, because that's the idea behind it, is that I'm animating objects, so that would be 10 spell slot total, so 5 down.
Yeah.
So 23. Playing along with that, can I give up both of my remaining vials of caltrops in holy water?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go 2 more down.
Get 2 more down, so that's 21. Okay. Another 4th level spell slot for spiritual weapon cast in place.
Cool. 2 more.
So that's 19 now.
You need
And
better?
What? This is one that doesn't fall into utility of item sacrifice, but the emotionality of it. In my mind, like, part of what's staying behind, as much as they will not come to any harm, are the children.
Sure.
Who are freaked out and frightened. What would I get for giving them the dragon dice that Adine had given me, so that they have something to play with?
Shit, that's good. I'll knock 3 off for it.
Takes me to 16.
16.
Okay, I will do that.
Nice. Give me a roll.
Investigation works. It's intelligence plus
Yeah.
proficiency and nothing else. So I was still rolling with advantage, so it should be the 13. What if I give up my once a day favored by the gods?
Remind me what that is.
2d4 to a saving throw that I fail after I find out I fail it.
It costs a little bit more. So like normally it would be like a 3 or 4, but let's say 2 down.
So I need 1 more.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have one that would work, but I want to use it for something else. Look, can we do another 4th level spell for 1 more?
Yep.
Oh, wait, sorry. Can we slightly rewind that?
Yeah.
I forgot one thing that thematically. I was going to leave Clue here to defend this area. Essentially, Clue is leading the defense. No, not forever, but
Not
I would
forever,
I would
but-
be abandoning being able to use him on any future rolls or for any part of this that, might be occurring while this is still happening. This is where Clue is.
Forever? For the rest of the campaign?
No. As I just said, no.
Okay. But you said any future rolls, and the rest of the campaign's gonna have a lot of
No.
rolls.
So like, leave him here. Yeah, I would do 1. If you leave him here through the final battle, which probably you're not going to use him too much in, I would do another 2.
I'll keep the other sacrifice and just use him to bump that one that I still needed.
So he'll stick around.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna float down. Charity will see the frightened children. Sort of, here, someone very precious gave these to me, and hopefully they can help you feel safe when things are scary. He's gonna sort of turn to Clue and like run a hand along his side. You're in charge of, honestly, a fairly substantively large army of magical constructs. Don't let things kill them, okay, buddy? Talk to you later.
The doors to the main entrance to the temple fly open as well at this moment, and you turn to see what looks to be a mud hag at first, and it is a woman just covered head to toe in mud, who tries to wipe a bit off of her face in her red hair, and then she screams at the top of her lungs, "Where is my lover?" And she points at you, rushes, leaps up on top of you, and Adine grasps you in midair, in an embrace, covered in mud. You don't know how this woman is still walking around. You can smell the singed hair, the burnt flesh. She's in a rough way, but somehow has a bit of hope and energy in this moment. Would you like her to come with you, or stay and defend?
I'm just gonna sort of cradle her for a second. Done. Wonderful job. Rest now. It's my family's turn. It is my turn.
She goes limp in your arms and just kind of crumples to the ground, and you help her up again. She kind of knows she can stay here and at least help protect these people.
Okay.
And you hear a roar outside, splintering the wood in the entrance to the temple. A gigantic lightning bolt strikes, and outside the gates, outside what would be the gates of the Temple of Ryn, it had it gates still, lands in the middle of an ancient blue dragon that you've all encountered once before. Armor covering its shoulder where it had lost scales in the last battle that you had with it. It just is. I will feast on all of you.
You won't touch one of.
Let's do our last
roll. Charity. And I am dream.
Let's get a last roll in. With
you're
thinking.
So this was kind of the deploying out, etc.
Yep.
Starting from 28, giving up all of my assorted like non-magical weapons, armor, bits and bobs that I'm not like using, but I do have a fair chunk of it to help the ones who stepped forward.
Yeah.
Good for one?
Yeah, let's say at least, let's one, yeah. 27.
My use of Charity's Bell, spending the charge from it.
Wow.
Essentially healing and inspiring those who have chosen to fight with me.
Yeah, I'd do 5, I think, for that.
2. couple of things. Give up 2 level 3 spell slots, which becomes 3.
3. Yep.
So 19.
Yep. Death saving throw would get you down 5.
You're just really desperate to kill me again in this place. No, thank you.
Not cool, Andy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot you died here last time.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
What if I give up half of my sorcery points? I'll even round that up, so it's 10 of my 19.
10 of the 19.
And those only come back on long rests.
Yeah,
so
let's do 5, I think. So
that puts
from
the math. How many of those to lower it by 2? Say like 5?
yeah.
Okay.
5 would lower it by 2.
I think that puts me to...
Is that 17?
Yeah. And I will roll that.
All right.
It is dexterity with proficiency, which I do not have. So I will just roll dexterity and then we'll add 6 to this.
Cool.
Natural 20.
You lead the charge out of the Temple of Ryn. These soldiers are not disciplined. They don't know how to march. They have been thrown armor and swords and told to be valiant. And it's not until they follow you into battle that they understand what honor and courage is. You lead this army out of the Temple of Ryn, shouting and screaming. Whatever fire elemental or giant or cult member are left are shaking in their boots, trying to gauge what a retreat would look like in this moment. And the only thing giving that other army hope is that they have an ancient blue dragon on their side, which you alight into the air with. And please describe the brief battle you have and how you overcome this Azure menace.
So not as an angel this time, but Charity with his wings at this point fully unfolded into a seraphic form. Again, one very smooth, the other almost that break with reality, the last set jagged, soars into the air as the people are flooding out of the gates down into, gates, down into the city, fighting with daggers and spells sort of arcing up. And at the apex of this sort of spiral... Sorry, I was still in something and I was just typing a long series of characters that I'm like, I don't want to rewrite my HP with that. As it flies over Charity, it's poised to strike and it just freezes. And the third eye manifesting on Charity's forehead. I always wanted to try this as me. And now hurtling to the ground, throwing it faster and faster in front of him with telekinesis. He will smash it into the ground in front of the army and land with his dagger under his foot through one of its eyes. I am Caloran Charity of the family, and I will burn your god to nothing. Leave this place!
And at that, with a crit, the armies begin to scatter. Generalless, lieutenantless, no one that they can look to give them courage, to give them hope, to tell them to keep fighting. Many of them start to rush into the sea itself, into the nearby forests that are aflame, north into the mountains of Bovalia. And you take a moment. The Temple of Ryn army has removed everything from the area, has fought back something fiery and chaotic. And you think finally the Battle of Clifmil seems to be done for now. And then each of you, from various points along the battlefield, see the clouds break above, and a light that from a distance looks peaceful shines on the center of Clifmil. But as it hits the center of Clifmil, you hear a several of the buildings immediately catch flame. Charity, you've seen this before. Shenik was trying to not Shenik, the demon from Federo, the one that's been plaguing Burbage all his life, tried to show you this moment. And you know it, all of you. In the instant you see it, this is what it looks like when a god is trying to come into this world. Caloran has started the process. And you're all pretty sure you know where this is happening. Underneath the ground, where you had found Charity's body all those years ago. It's ground zero for bringing a god into this world.
I think it was like 6 months ago in game, Andy. It's years ago in real life.
I guess years ago in real life. And you start to fly as fast as you can to this center of town. You look at each other. You realize the great feats that each of you have done. You could see it from across the city, across the battlefield. You take just a moment before you descend to deal with whatever Caloran has just done. But you know, Charity especially, if you leave this light will burn everyone and everything in this part of the country. There is no escaping. Once the light has started, it will end either with the return of Bahamut or the decimation of everything you know and love. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks everyone for playing. We love you so much. We're going to see you next time for a bunch of shit. It's about to go down.
Yeah.
Congratulations everyone on successfully getting through the trials of the Battle of Clifmil. You saved a lot of people. especially those you know and love. You should feel proud. And then next time I'll kill you all. All right. Love you guys. See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Doom Lily. I love so completely, so true and so sweetly. But know that our story is so short, it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of me, lady, who descended for thee. When she